Blood Bowl.
Yes, that's right, Jim. Another exciting encounter is about to get underway.
Should be a classic, Bob. I spoke to the ref earlier on, and he says he'll be looking to keep a low profile. If this doesn't end up in a massacre, I'm a goblin.
Oh, you're safe for today, Jim. They're in for a hiding. And they're off!
We don't see much of the Heroes of Law these days.
No, I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the Heroes of Law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them. I think he's singing him a lullaby.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard. Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, the clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. A recent medical report stated that
that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing, when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now. Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow! Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Aha! The highborns!
Ah, yes, Jim, the noblest of them all. We can expect a high-quality throwing game today.
Oh, right. Well, if I fall asleep, do not wake me up. That's one regulation clobbering.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. Could be an important pass. Yep, the ball is catched.
They say this player has the hands of a strangler. Other things for sure.
Well, there's a rumour going round that the freelance ogre Morgan Fogg, ex-captain of the Chaos All-Stars, may be making a comeback.
Just to think about his career stats make me go weak in the knees. 50 touchdowns, my God. 50 running touchdowns and incredibly, an amazing 617 dead or injured.
Yep, he's the only living player to have made it onto the Wall of Fame.
Charge!
Don't hit me, don't hit me.
Oops, I'm sorry. That's an old reflex of learning the starting lesson.
Remember that commercial Blood Bowl fans right to boot, Bob?
Oh, yeah, what a great commercial, Jim.
That elevated the Dragon Prince's popularity back in the early days.
Right, Jim. At least that's one High Elf team who knows how to play proper Blood Bowl. Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch. I hope they've got a decent set of spare limbs to patch him up.
They'll be needing more than limbs, Bob. More than limbs. Did you know that the Galadriel Gladiators won the Blood Bowl in 2470 and were always the top contenders thanks to the best Elven Blitzer to grace the pitch?
Oh, yeah, Jim. Everyone remembers when Lucian, the Silver Bullet Swift, played for the Gladiators.
That was before the NAF collapsed. However, after the collapse, he went on his own and formed the Calahir Swifts in 2501.
Yeah, Jim, the Gladiators sure lost a good blitzer. But it's just a matter of time before the richest team in Blood Bowl lures in another star for their roster.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, now that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight. He's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with.
The High Elf throwers are said to be the best throwers to grace the Blood Bowl pitch. Apparently they start at a very early age, as young as 70 years old.
So how come it takes them so long to become a full-fledged Blood Bowl player?
Well, Jim, to successfully pass their trials, they must perfect their hairdos.
Ah, that explains why so many of them never make it to the big game.
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the Motley Horde, that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
Look, Bob, they're almost too proud to get their outfits dirty.
Still, they achieve the impossible at times, Jim.
What's so difficult throwing a ball? I want to see more action. He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite. Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it. What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Delivery is within Stud's reach. I can tell you straight, that hurts. Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, hey, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters should take measures to prevent a small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match on the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on cable vision. Second half is about to start.
Yeah, now's the time to sneak off to the bar to grab a couple of pints of troll juice.
Too late, Jim. The supporters drank it dry.
We should keep an eye out for action in the stands then.
The ball's in play. The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
The mutants! With feet coming out of their backs, a fifth eye, and other bodily parts.
Oh, God.
Especially Margot Thumgrin.
Yeah, I remember him. His head so resembled a ball, he was decapitated by a black orc from the gouged eye. Yes, it was one of the rare occasions when a team ran in 2 touchdowns with a single play. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. You think he'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over. I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly. Look, Bob, they're almost too proud to get their outfits dirty.
Still, they achieve the impossible at times, Jim.
What's so difficult throwing a ball? I want to see more action.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling Big Moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like Big Moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way! A little elf beauty, yeah.
This pair was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face.
Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match. Did you know that the Galadriel Gladiators won the Blood Bowl in 2470 and were always the top contenders thanks to the best elven blitzer to grace the pitch?
Oh, yeah, Jim. Everyone remembers when Lucian, the Silver Bullet Swift, played for the Gladiators.
That was before the NAF collapsed. However, after the collapse, he went on his own and formed the Calahir Swifts in 2501.
Yeah, Jim, the Gladiators sure lost a good blitzer. But it's just a matter of time before the richest team in Blood Bowl lures in another star for their roster.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
The High Elf throwers are said to be the best throwers to grace the Blood Bowl pitch. Apparently they start at a very early age, as young as 70 years old.
So how come it takes them so long to become a full-fledged Blood Bowl player?
Well, Jim, to successfully pass their trials, they must perfect their hairdos.
Ah, that explains why so many of them never make it to the big game.
Yes, they're gonna score. Hold me back, Jim. I feel like going down there and joining in. Yes, Jim, the noblest of them all. We can expect a high-quality throwing game today.
Oh, right. Well, if I fall asleep, do not wake me up.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. Remember that commercial, Blood Bowl fans, right to boot, Bob?
Oh, yeah, what a great commercial, Jim.
That elevated the Dragon Prince's popularity back in the early days.
Right, Jim. At least that's one high elf team who knows how to play proper Blood Bowl. Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided.
Seems to be in two minds about what to do about the player lying prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin. He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite. One small step for the scorer, but one huge leap for the team.
You keep saying that, but I have no idea what you're referring to. was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. And we're off! The attack can get their game going again. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob. That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department. That match certainly went down well. Just look at the market, guy.
What did you expect? It had everything. If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat that sheer power is not always the key.
Too true. If they concentrated more on getting the ball than getting the man, it would be a step in the right direction. They must be disappointed, but they've got to convert possession into points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they look very pretty passing the ball around, but there's no points for artistic merit. Heads will roll.
There's no excuse for losing when your own player is the best player on the pitch.
They had them under pressure for the whole of the match, and I reckon I could count the incursions out of their own half on the fingers of one hand.
You can pick up these enhancements wherever you want, anywhere.